From an outsider looking in, Airsoft can seem like a pretty intense hobby. You see all these people with expensive guns and high-speed gear. It can be pretty overwhelming. Don't be intimidated. In this guide, we will break down some questions we get at 911 Airsoft from beginner players. How can I try Airsoft without breaking the bank? At 911 Airsoft, we offer a rental package for $30. This includes a full face mask, a Valken ASL with a high-capacity 300-round BB magazine, an additional 1,000 BBs, and a red dead rag. This is everything you will need for a day of play. Does Airsoft hurt? The short answer is yes. At close distances, BBs can sting. It's not as painful as a paintball. From a distance, there's a possibility of not even feeling the BB. You are more likely to hurt yourself from a sports-related injury or being dehydrated. With the proper safety equipment, Airsoft at 911 Airsoft is completely safe. What can I expect from my first game of Airsoft? At 911 Airsoft, you can expect a safety briefing from the head referee, overviewing safety procedures and gameplay rules. If you brought your own Airsoft gun, you are required to get it chronoed to see if it's within legal limits. After that, the referee will explain different games for the day. Listen carefully to the referee to understand the rules for the game and when there will be breaks to reload and hydrate. How do you chrono? At 911 Airsoft, we measure how much energy or joules an Airsoft gun is using by shooting it through a chronograph. For electric guns, we use 0.2 gram BBs, and everything under 1.49 joules or 400 foot FPS is legal for no engagement distance. That means it is safe to shoot people as close as you need to. If your gun chronos between 1.49 and 1.64 joules, you will have a 10-foot minimum engagement distance. If you have a bolt-action rifle, you can chrono up to 2.32 joules, but have a minimum engagement distance of 75 foot. Rifles can only be shot in semi. If you have a light machine gun replica, you can chrono up to 1.49 joules. LMGs have a minimum engagement distance of 50 foot. What should I buy when I first start playing Airsoft? The first things we recommend you purchase is an Airsoft gun, a battery and charger, a couple of magazines, some BBs, full seal eye protection and face protection, and a red dead rag to signal when you are hit. Camouflage and other gear isn't necessarily needed in a CQB environment, and at 911 Airsoft, you can do fine with just the basics. What types of Airsoft guns are there? Most Airsoft guns use the same 6mm BBs, and different models are simply different replicas of real things. Airsoft performance has to do with internal performance rather than what type of replica. Guns are powered by electric batteries, AEG, high power air, HPA, gas blowback, GBR, or spring powered. At 911 Airsoft, guns fall into 4 categories. Rifles and SMGs must be used in semi only. Pistols can be used in semi and full automatic with a stock magazine. Light machine guns can shoot in full auto but are limited to 1.49 joules with a 50-foot minimum engagement distance. The replica must be a real-world equivalent to an LMG, such as the M249 SAW, RPK, or PKM. This does not include an M4 with a drum mag. All bolt-action rifles are classified as snipers. What is good entry-level gear? When you start getting more magazines, we recommend getting a chest rig or plate carrier to hold those magazines. These rigs can be pretty modular, and you can attach different pouches through the MOLLE webbing system. Currently, 911 Airsoft offers plate carriers that you can attach MOLLE pouches to hold magazines, grenades, and other general purpose. Helmets can be useful for putting GoPros on, as well as integrating with your goggles and lower face protection. Although camouflage is not necessary in CQB, a lot of military surplus stores sell fairly cheap BDUs and gear that holds to a good standard. What kind of Airsoft games are there? At 911 Airsoft, we offer walk-on games every weekend, both Saturday and Sunday. Walk-on games are a variety of fast-paced games that are 5 to 20 minutes, with breaks in between for reloading and hydration. We recommend these games for new and old players alike. These casual games are a perfect place to practice teamwork and communication. We also offer games at night every other week, which adds a level of complexity for gameplay, requiring players to use flashlights and compete for the same objectives. These games are $25 for the day. 911 Airsoft holds larger events that pool a larger amount of players. Some of these events are live-action roleplay events, where we create a world and you play out a character of your own choosing. Other games are force-on-force military simulations, usually called operations, where teams compete for objectives. Operations usually have a level of structure not in normal walk-on games, and usually have uniform requirements such as green dominant or tan dominant camouflage associated with each team. We recommend you go with a group and read up on any event before going. Most events, you need to register ahead of time on our website or pay a walk-on fee. If you have any other questions, leave a comment or message us at 911 Airsoft. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We will see you on the field.